All right, y'all, we are live. Magic City Classic live broadcast. Rock T, where do we start, man?
Come on, man. Let's start with who won this rivalry last year. Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
All right. So what can we expect this year?
Let's introduce everybody.
Absolutely.
Let's introduce everybody. All right, we are live from the Magic City Classic, Birmingham, Alabama. Y'all, please welcome the presidents. Y'all stand up, please. Of Alabama State University, Dr. Quentin T. Ross.
Q.
Athletic Director, Dr. Jason Cable.
Yeah.
And the Alabama A&M President, Daniel K. Wims.
Yeah. Woo.
And the Athletic Director, Paul Bryant.
Woo.
Yes, sir.
Paul Bryant. Roll Tide. There you are. No. Hey, and the head coach of Alabama State University, Eddie Robb.
In the building.
We call him Eddie Robb. They know you more about Eddie Robb. Hey, now where all the Q's at that's on the stage? Throw them up. Where all the bros at? All the bros. Look at that. Yeah. All right. So excited to have y'all.
So
All right,
excited.
Rob, let's go.
All right, Dr. Quentin Ross, let's start with you. Talk about the rivalry real fast, man. We know we get it, cross-town rivalries or whatever, but how did it become so big? Why is it so informational? Why is it so important in this market?
Well, listen, first of all, let me say good morning, Magic City. Good morning to all you all. Thank you all for having us. But listen, this is more than a classic. This is about two storied institutions that have made tremendous impact, not only in the state of Alabama, but across the nation. Those of you sitting in this room and all over the world have received major academic accolades from Alabama A&M and Alabama State University. Now, all of that being said, it's always good to have a good time on the football field. And so when you talk about our athletic scholars playing to compete for the trophy, it's just a rivalry that has grown over 83 years, but that has given not only birth to this city and given just life to this idea of historically black colleges and what they mean to the nation. And so we're just excited to be here. Thank you all. Yeah.
Come on, Professor Wims.
Mr. Smiley.
Mr. President Wims.
I need you to apologize to my AD for calling him Paul Bryant.
No, I'm just joking. That's what it said on here.
You off limits. But thank you for having us. I see what that is.
Yeah,
Sit back over there. But we're very, very happy to be here and always happy to be invited to your show, which is international, brother.
Yes, sir.
We're very proud of you and continue to do what you do to work for our people, particularly in this atmosphere of this very challenging election.
Yes,
what
sir.
you're doing to help to get the best candidate in the office. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
Shout out to Alabama.
But this is the 83rd Magic City Classic.
Uh-oh.
Welcome to the 83rd class
Yes.
of the Bulldogs and the Hornets. Bulldogs successful. And
So I got
but this is important because our children get to see something that they ordinarily would not see. And this classic, this what we call institution, something that's 83 years old is an institution, is so important to the state, to the city of Birmingham and the county of Jefferson, but also to our institutions because for us, about 10% of our students come from Birmingham, Jefferson County. And so we're very, very happy to be here and to be a part of this ecosystem and to enjoy what we think is the best black college experience in the nation this weekend.
Yes. Well, you know, we hear a lot about supporting HBCUs on social media and in the media. Why is it so important for people to be active and involved?
Well, HBCUs are not just higher ed institutions. They are sacred and divine. They have a purpose and a mission that is just beyond educating people because HBCUs are what got us over troubled waters. And they are so important to the fabric of this nation that if we didn't have HBCUs, somebody would be trying to create them. And so for you who do not understand how important we are to your middle class status and now want to send your students and your children who are high achievers to those other institutions, you need to rethink what you're doing.
Come on now.
And look at who and what got you where you are.
Yes.
And made you what you are, and help you to drive that Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Escalade, etc., and wear the designer shoes.
These Nikes.
Yeah, but there's some high-cost Nikes. And you could have put on an Alabama A&M hat. Now, you Alabama State top to bottom, bro.
I was about to tell you.
You could have been neutral.
I was about to shout you out because Alabama A&M gave me my first $400 in Bill Gray's Hall. I used to come up there and perform, and they wrote the check, and $400 in 1990 was like $4,000 because my rent was $335.
Come on now.
That's a fact. They would have me every year and hosting the Greek show and the Dust to Dawn parties in the gym.
Wow.
But that time the Sigmas and the Cowboys got to fight, and it was so funny, Brett. Boy, it was in there. But that was just, it was just, yeah, but it was fun. We laughed it off, and the step show would be in the gym, and then we would party from 12 to 6 a.m., and then they would go to the game and be good and not sleep. And Dr. Ross and I, we went to college together, so it's crazy that as much, Ed Rob, this is before your time, Dr. Ross and I, we used to run the streets in Alabama. All the trouble we got in, and how the hell you become the college, the president of Alabama State.
Hey, let's hear about some of that.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
So did he go to class?
All I can say is, by
We the
God's
Qs.
grace, by God's grace, right? That's it. That's what we give it all to God.
God is great, right?
All the
Yes,
time.
All right, President Williams and President Ross, this is your time. If you got a graduating high school senior that's still trying to figure out which HBCU they want to attend, why is Alabama State and why is Alabama A&M should be a good selection for them?
Listen, that's a great question, but I want to follow up on my colleague because he mentioned something about the election, and we can't overlook that. When you talk about an administration that gave over $17 billion to HBCUs, they are truly invested in this country. And so what we want to do is make sure that we go to the polls so we can make this election count. But when you talk about these storied institutions, and particularly Alabama State University, an institution that was founded for children that were young and born by 9 freed slaves, was $500. We encourage our young people to come to Alabama State to be a part of where history is made. Because when you talk about Ralph Abernathy or you talk about Fred Gray, all of these individuals impacted the world. Or Joanne Robinson, who told the people to stay off the bus in Montgomery so that we all could ride on the front of the bus all over the world. Alabama State University is a place where history is made with over 60 degree programs. We have 43 countries represented, from mechanical engineering to prosthetics to if you want to be a physical therapy. And if you all hadn't heard, if you want to come to Alabama State and become a lawyer, you come to Alabama State for 3 years, go to Faulkner University for 3 years, you'll get a law degree in 6 years. And so we want to provide you the opportunity of a lifetime. And the Birmingham Promise, y'all give a shout out to the Birmingham Promise that's sending students to Alabama State University. And if your child is interested in dual enrolling, if they want to start going to college now, get them enrolled at Alabama State University because it'll help your pockets because they'll be finished by the time that they get there with their first 2 years. But listen, we're just excited and want to offer individuals an opportunity to come to Old Mother Dear, to the Alabama State University, a place where history is made.
All right, Dr. Will.
Yes, sir, and President Ross, ditto for what he said regarding our mission and cause and raison d'etre, meaning reason for being. Huntsville and Alabama A&M are now joined at the hip, and we have so many opportunities for young folk to come to be educated from all the way from a baccalaureate degree through a PhD and be employed in high-paying jobs in Huntsville And we have, of course, accredited engineering programs all the way up through a PhD in physics. We have master's degrees in electrical and mechanical engineering and material systems engineering. We have started new PhD programs in social work and curriculum and instruction. We are about preparing not just folks for access and opportunity, we want leaders. Leaders that will go out and take charge and be in charge. We're not just about getting you in on a lower rung, we're preparing you to lead and run the world. That is our objective. And so you come to Huntsville, success is guaranteed if you do the minimum. Our job is to prepare the next cast and class of leaders. Leaders. And so we're going to have to work very hard to really mentor and counsel and prepare our children to change their mindset that productivity and outcomes has to be your priority. You can have fun. You can enjoy life. But the only thing that comes before success, the only place where success is before work is in the dictionary. Come to us and we prepare you for success via work.
There it is.
There it is.
All right, y'all. Alabama State University, Dr. Quentin T. Ross, Athletic Director, Dr. Jason Cable, Alabama A&M President Daniel K. Williams, and Athletic Director Paul Bryan. Give them a round of applause.
In the house.
Come on, big round of applause. Y'all can do better than that.
In the building.